Today, I am showing you how to make the easiest soup ever, and my favorite part is it's made in the crock pot. So it's in a wonderful dump and go recipe too. Today, we're making chicken enchilada soup. Hi, my name's Christina. I'm with eatingonadime.com. Welcome to my kitchen. My sister Carrie and I are on a mission to help real families eat at home on a budget, and we love our crock pot. So today I'm going to show you how to make the easiest and the best Crockpot Chicken Enchilada Soup. This is one of my all-time favorite soup recipes, and I love that it's made in the crock pot. Today I am using my Hamilton Beach multi-cooker. You guys, this crock pot is the best bang for your buck, so to say. So if you're in the market for your new crock pot, check this one out. I'm going to link it in the description below. As far as we go, like price, quality, value, I think this is the way to go. This is what I tell all my friends and family to get when they're like, Christina, what crock pot should I get? I say this one. I'm going to link it below for you guys, as well as all of our other favorite crock pots. And if you love crock pot cooking as much as Carrie and I do, I'm going to link below our digital crock pot cookbook with over 50 easy crock pot recipes that I know that you guys are going to love. So make sure that you check that out. Okay, let's get started, guys. This is such an easy recipe. You are going to love it. If you love dump and go recipes, you're in the right place today. Okay, first we need for this recipe is some chicken breast. Now, if you're wondering on the size of my crock pot, this is a 6-quart crock pot, which works great for my family of 4. It's me, my husband, and 2 kids. The 6-quart works great. If you have a larger family, you may want to go to the 8-quart. It's up to you. But for most people, the 6-quart is great. So first we're going to start off with some chicken breast. I am using 3 chicken breasts today for this soup recipe because they're ginormous. The recipe calls for about 4 to 6, but what's so great about making soups in the crock pot is that you can adjust the amount of chicken breast based on the size and how big your family is. And this recipe has a ton of beans in it, so you can really make your protein stretch. Let me know in the comments if you guys have been seeing these ginormous chicken breasts. They're so big. So I didn't want to show you guys because I couldn't find my tongs. Welcome to my world. But they're huge. They're huge. So if they were average sized chicken breasts, I would just use 4 for this recipe. But since they're so big, I went ahead and cut it down to 3. Now we're going to add some diced onions. You want 1 whole diced onion. I like to use white onion because it's a little bit milder flavor. So even if you have kids or anybody that's sensitive to onions, it's going to be great. I'm going to use my veggie chopper to quickly chop this onion up. First, you just want to cut off both ends and then peel the skin. And I usually do just 1 outer layer because it's usually pretty soft on the onion. If you guys have been following us for a while, you know that we've been obsessed with this veggie chopper. So if you like cooking at home, you might want to invest in one as well. So when we use a veggie chopper with an onion, we recommend that you quarter it. I was just showing one of my friends last night how to use this, and they were loving it. Hopefully you guys can see it. My crock pot's not blocking it too well here. So what it is, it's like got a little bend, and then it's a little, this is a blade with chopper right here. So what you want to do when you do an onion, we recommend that you quarter it and then you put the triangle side down right in the center so that it gets all evenly chopped. And then all you got to do is close the lid and it chops it right in. And it's nice because it holds it into this little container for you. So if you have lots of veggies to add to a soup, you could do carrots, celery, you could just do them all in this chopper and then throw them right in. Some of my onions kind of fell apart, so I'm just going to do a little bonus round here. Perfect. So we have chicken in the crock pot, and now we're adding diced onions. Let's talk about if you have non-onion people in your family. I know some people hate them and they can't do it and they're super sensitive to it. Now, I usually tell people try them in the crock pot first because when you're slow cooking all day, they get really soft and kind of cook into the soup. So most people won't mind them. But if your kids are sensitive, you can use onion powder instead. For this recipe, I would probably start with like a teaspoon of onion powder and then taste it at the end, and you can adjust it from there if needed. Okay, so we've already done the hardest part, which is chopping the onion. And thanks to my little veggie chopper, it wasn't that hard. So let's get all the other canned good added. So for this recipe, I love using black beans. Now, anytime I cook with black beans, even in my crock pot, I do drain them and rinse them. I just put them in a strainer and I already rinsed them over. This is 2 cans of black beans. So it's about 30 ounces total. Just gonna dump those right in. Then we're going to do a can of sweet corn. Now I did drain this can of corn, but I did not rinse it. When I drain corn, I just take the lid off, I hold it over and just kind of let the water out. So this is 15 ounces of corn right into the crock pot. And then we got 3 other canned good items as well. Let's get those opened up. First up is petite diced tomatoes. This is also a 15-ounce can that we're going to get added to this crock pot. Now, if your kids are sensitive to whole tomatoes in soups, like my sister has a couple of kids that are like that, because kids just have texture issues, you know what I mean? You could sub this out with crushed tomatoes, and that would work great as well. You could do tomato sauce in a pinch, but I'm thinking crushed tomatoes would be better. But if you don't have sensitive, picky kids, use the petite dice. Okay, and then we need some diced green chilies. This adds so much flavor. It's a small can, so it's 4 ounces. I'm just gonna put everything in my strainer so cleanup is easy. If you can open cans and throw stuff in a crock pot, you can make this recipe, friends. Boop. If you're wondering about my can opener, this is the OXO brand can opener. It works great. It's awesome because it doesn't make sharp edges and it cuts the top where you can use it as a lid. I do like it. I've had it since I was married, which is like almost 20 years now, and it's still going strong. Okay, and last but not least, you can't have enchilada soup without enchilada sauce. So this is red enchilada sauce. This is 10 ounces. I had to double check to make sure I wasn't lying to you guys. This adds so much flavor, the red enchilada sauce. It does have a little bit of heat, but not a ton. They do have heat options now. So when you're getting your sauce, make sure you check it out. If you're sensitive to heat, do not get the spicy one. Get the regular one. We're just going to dump that enchilada sauce right on in. And now we're going to add the seasonings. What I love about this is the seasonings is pretty basic because you're getting all the flavors from that red enchilada sauce and the green chilies. So you don't need to add a ton. But first we're going to add some salt. We're going to do a teaspoon of salt. Sprinkle that right in. Have you guys gotten these measuring spoons yet? I love it because you have 2 options on each side, like a skinny one and a fat one, and it's great. Okay, so a little salt, and then of course cumin. You can't have anything enchilada or Mexican related without a little cumin. So we're gonna do a teaspoon of cumin, and then 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. I am using the pre-minced garlic because I'm lazy, guys, and this is a dump and go recipe, so I'm not gonna mince my own garlic. We're going to use 2 teaspoons. You can get this in your produce section at most grocery stores now. We keep this on hand because it adds so much flavor without a lot of work, and it's great. So use it. Stock up, friends. Get the big jar, okay, because you're going to use it. And now you can't have soup without some chicken broth. For this recipe, since we have so much liquid from the canned ingredients and the chicken is going to release a lot of liquid when it cooks, we just need 2 cups chicken broth. Now, generally with recipes, we say use chicken broth or water. But with soups, I like to say use the broth, guys. It adds a ton of flavor. Use the broth or do the water with bouillon cubes just to get that added flavor from the broth. Because I like the broth of soups almost as well as the hearty ingredients. So. All right, and that's all that's needed to add to the crock pot. You can stir all the ingredients together if you would like. I like to make sure everything's pressed down into the broth so that it cooks evenly. But look how pretty it already is, and it's not even cooked yet. It's gonna be awesome. The only thing left to do is to turn it on. So just put your lid on your crock pot, and then you can cook this on high or on low, depending on when you're gonna eat dinner. So if you're throwing this in the morning before you leave for work, of course, cook it on low. It's gonna be about 6 to 8 hours, depending on how your crock pot runs. You just want it to cook until that chicken is nice and easily shreddable. If you're cooking it on your lunch break or a little bit later, you can do on high. It's gonna be about 3 or 4 hours until that chicken is shreddable as well. Now, since my chicken breasts were ginormous, you guys saw them, I'm gonna go ahead and do on high for 4 hours because I wanna show you guys what this looks like. And it's gonna take a little bit longer for those big chicken breasts to get nice and shreddable. Okay, it's on high, 4 hours. On this crock pot, you have to hit start. So I got it start. So I will see you guys in 4 hours to show you how good this soup is. See you soon. It's ready. Okay, let's check this chicken. I checked it a little bit ago and it looked pretty good, but anytime you take your lid off on your crock pot, you should get some steam, especially when you've been cooking it on high like I have been. The easiest way to shred chicken in a soup, in my opinion, is with just 2 forks. So since I only have 3 chicken breasts in here, this is actually gonna go pretty quick. Look how big that guy is. Just remove the chicken. Look at that, it just falls apart. You wanna shred it with your 2 forks as fine as you would like. You can run a big knife through it if their pieces are really big, like these are kind of really big, so I might do that. We're just gonna shred it completely and then stir it back into the crock pot. My little kitty is saying hi if you can hear her. It's dinner time here for us, and she's saying it's dinner time for her too. So she likes to start talking when it's time for her to eat, and she knows when it's dinner time. All right, so I'm gonna get all 3 shredded, and we're just gonna get that stirred right back in. I just wanna show you how hearty this soup is. And even though I only added 2 broths, you can see the chicken released a lot of liquid. So, don't be hesitant about that broth. I don't like this soup to be super liquidy. I like it to be hearty with all of those nice ingredients. All that's left to do is serve it up with your favorite toppings and enjoy. So let me know in the comments below, what do you like to put on your chicken tortilla soup? It's probably going to be similar to what you would like on like a taco soup. I love classic toppings. Today I'm doing sour cream, shredded cheese, and a little tortilla strips. Yummy, delicious, awesome. Avocado is great on top. Cilantro is good if you're a cilantro lover. I know some people love it, some people hate it, depending on the genetics of it. People are really passionate about cilantro. What else would be good? A little lime juice squeezed on top would be awesome. Just whatever your favorite is. Some people just might like a little cheese and that's it. Whew, that looks amazing. Ooh, I love tortilla strips. It's a great way to really up your soup game. It adds a little crunch, it adds a little color. It's beautiful and it's awesome. Look how amazing this is. Okay, I want to show you guys a close-up and then we're gonna wrap this up, friends. Look how beautiful it is with all of its toppings, all the delicious veggies, everything looks amazing. I cannot wait to eat. Now all that's left is to enjoy it. The best thing about this soup is the leftovers store and freeze great. So if you have a lot of leftovers, you can save it for the week. It's going to make a delicious, quick, and easy lunch in no time at all. You can also freeze this in a cook form and defrost it anytime you want to eat soup again. This makes a good batch. I'm going to say that it'll easily feed 8 people easily because it's very hearty. A little bit goes a long way and it's very filling. So if you do have a lot of leftovers, don't waste them. Make sure you save them for another time. All right, friends, I cannot wait any longer. I'm so excited to try this soup. Thank you so much for joining me today in my kitchen. I hope I inspired you to make a delicious, nutritious crockpot meal at home instead of hitting that drive-thru on the way home this evening. Once you make it, please go to the recipe and leave us a comment and let us know what you think. We love hearing from you guys, and that's the quickest way to hear from us. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss a recipe, and I'll see you guys next time for another easy and delicious family-friendly recipes. Bye, friends.